locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Herbert off of play action. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And right away he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there very often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Open man, there is Patterson complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Gibson on the read option. This will go for 5 up to the 33. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more...
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. The 40. 20. 10.
We got plenty of time,
baby. He will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swung to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And Herbert going to slide to his stop, and he has a first down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Herbert's throw taken in by Adams. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 41, Herbert. Looking deep for Julio. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's Eason to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd and 10, Eason. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he will find his man, Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. First down and much more here for Jones, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this is going to be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Herbert back to the air. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They go play action with Eason. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Man open, here is Jones. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
58's Mike. 58's Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Gibson again.
And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Three. Mike's Bobo. Oh, yeah.
From the gun is Eason. This to the outside for Mack.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Colts have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. That's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Davante Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. Gostkowski the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Now Eason. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson.
And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
Michael Pittman
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Eason's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a give right side. It's Patterson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
68 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll try to run with Gibson.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
With a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack on first down, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Antonio Gibson.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
It's a first down and more for Gibson.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Antonio Gibson.
53 yards.
And the Colts are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return will stop.
It's just a little hit for the summer. Man,